Hello students, we are officially on the lesson number 43 of our Assimil journey. First we will listen to the recording of the lesson and then understand its meaning.
43e leçon. Que faites-vous dans la vie?
De nos jours, il y a une grande variété d'emplois. On peut devenir ingénieur ou informaticien, médecin ou avocat, par exemple.
Ces dernières professions nécessitent plusieurs années d'études supérieures à l'université ou dans une grande école.
Now before we begin with the lesson, it is important for us to know some pronunciation rules. The combination OI is pronounced as UA or sometimes it is pronounced as WA. So UA or WA. EN and AN are pronounced as O. IEN is pronounced as IA. IERES, you must note the accent on top of E. Together this is pronounced as ER. IER is pronounced as EA. TION is pronounced as Sion. Now let us start the lesson. Que troisième leçon. So over here OI is pronounced as wa. Troisième leçon. The C, it has cédille below it, so it is pronounced as so. Troisième leçon. 43rd lesson. Que faites-vous dans la vie? Que, it is a question word meaning what. Faites, over here the original verb that is used is faire. F-A-I-R-E. Faire, it means to do or to make. Dans la vie, we know dans is the preposition meaning in. La vie, the life. What do you do in the life? De nos jours. Also, I forgot to mention that es at the end of a verb is always silent, so it is pronounced as faites. De nos jours, il y a une grande variété d'emplois. Over here, an is pronounced as en, so together we get grande. Variété. Both the e's have the accent on top, so they are pronounced as a. Été. Emploi. Right now, OI is pronounced as OA. Emploi. So in the note number 1, the meaning of de nos jours is mentioned. De nos jours, it literally means of our days, but the meaning is nowadays. Dans le passé, it means in the past. Another way of saying in the past is saying dans le jeudi. And for in the future, we have two ways, dans le futur or dans l'avenir. Both of them mean in the future. Nowadays, there is a wide variety of jobs. De, it is used for saying of. Il y a, we have seen the expression before, it means there is or there are. On peut devenir ingénieur ou informaticien. Remember, this is not in, it is un. Similarly, over here it is not in, it is un. Ingénieur, informaticien. Just now we saw IEN is pronounced as IA. Repeat after me. Informaticien. Médecin ou avocat. Pronounced as avocat. Par exemple, one can become, devenir is become, engineer or IT specialist, médecin meaning doctor, or avocat or lawyer. Remember, avocat, it can mean lawyer as well as avocado. For example, Over here you must be confused about this verb po, but we have already seen it before. Let us revise it once again. The original verb is pohua, meaning can. It is also a modal verb. Let us see the conjugation together. Je peux, I can. Tu peux, you can. Il peut, he can. Nous pouvons, we can. Vous pouvez, you can. Ils peuvent, they can. Remember, ent at the end of a verb is always silent, so it is just peuvent. Once again, je peux, tu peux, il peut, nous pouvons, vous pouvez, ils peuvent. Coming back to the line number 2, one can become engineer or IT specialist, doctor or lawyer, for example. Say dernière profession, remember IERES, ER. So, dernière profession nécessite. ENT at the end of a verb is always silent. Nécessite, it means to require. Plusieurs années. Over here there is a liaison. The next word, année, it begins with a vowel. So the S at the end of plusieurs is also pronounced. Plusieurs années d'études supérieures. Supérieur, it means higher. Plusieurs, it means several. Année, it means years. Étude, it means studies, and the is used to say of. These latter professions require several years of higher studies. Again, a new word is given, dernière. For that, we have been given the note number 2 on the next page. Dernier, it means last or latest. Voici la dernière nouvelle. Here is the latest news. Or le dernier avion, meaning the last plane, est à 11h20, is at 11:20. But if we add sir before it or say before it, we know these are the demonstrative adjectives. Then the meaning becomes the latter or the latter. Also, ce premier, it means the former, and cette première is the feminine form. Another note is given, les grandes écoles are the top flight engineering colleges and business school that play a special part in the French life. Moving on to the next line, number 4. À l'université, ou dans une grande école, at the university or in a grande école. Just now we saw the meaning of grande école. Ou is a connector meaning or. On the next page, the translation is also given if you want to read it once. Let us again listen to the audio of this page, page number 165.
D'autres préfèrent devenir journalistes ou publicitaires.
Et n'oublions pas les artisans, tels que le menuisier, le plombier ou le maçon.
Certaines personnes ne peuvent pas supporter de travailler à l'intérieur dans des usines, des ateliers ou des bureaux. Alors, elles peuvent devenir représentants ou même chauffeurs de taxi.
Et malheureusement, il y a ceux qui ne trouvent pas de travail, les chômeurs.
Définition d'une administration.
Une administration est un service où ceux qui arrivent en retard croisent ceux qui partent en avance.
Okay, let us start with the line number 5. D'autres préfèrent devenir journaliste ou publicitaire. Publicitaire. It means advertisers. D'autres means others. Others prefer to become journalists or advertisers. Just now above we saw devenir means to become. Et n'oublions pas les artisans. S is in the middle of two vowels, so it is pronounced as Z. Also, there is a liaison between les and artisans. So, les artisans. Tel que le menuisier. Remember, UI, this combination, it is pronounced as we. So, menuisier. Menuisier. It means joiner. Le plombier, meaning the plumber, ou le maçon, maçon, that is mason. The original verb is oublier, meaning to forget. Ne pas is given, so it means we want to make it negative, not. Also, if you have watched the previous lessons, you must know how to change or how to get the letters form of a verb. So, over here we want to say, let us not forget. The craftsmen, such as, tel que, it means such as. The joiner, the plumber, or the mason. Certaines personnes, R is pronounced as H in both of the cases. Certaines personnes ne peuvent pas supporter de travailler, it means to work. Double L is almost always pronounced as ye. Travailler. À l'intérieur. L'intérieur, it means inside. Just now we saw the verb pouvoir, can. So certain people cannot stand to work inside. For this verb supporter as well, a note is given, note number 6. Je ne peux pas la supporter, it means I can't stand him or her. La, it is the direct object pronoun. It could be him or it could be her. Est-ce que vous supportez le froid? Le froid, it means cold. Can you put up with the cold? Another meaning of supporter is to stand or to tolerate. So over here in line number 7, it means to stand. So certain people cannot stand to work inside. Dans des usines, again there is a liaison. Des usines. Des ateliers. Atelier, it means workshop. Ou des bureaux. Bureau, it means office. And usine, it is factories. In the factories, in the workshops, or the offices. Alors, so, elles peuvent devenir représentants, ou même, again don't pronounce it as meme, it is même. Même, it means even. Chauffeur the taxi, driver. So, they can become, elles peuvent, they can become representative or even taxi driver. Et malheureusement, in this one the H is silent, S is in the middle of two vowels, so it is pronounced as Z, and ment is pronounced as mo. It means unfortunately. Et malheureusement, and unfortunately, il y a ceux qui ne trouvent pas de travail. Now over here there is this word "ceux," which is a very important topic of grammar. So let us first understand it. Now the topic is of demonstrative pronouns. We already know that pronouns, they are used to avoid repeating certain words. And demonstrative, it is used when we want to talk about direction. For example, I am in a shop with my friend, and if I say, I like that dress, or I like that one, in this case, I must be pointing to a dress and I must be saying, oh, I like that one. So usually to say these, those, that, or this, we use demonstrative pronouns. Now in English, luckily a single word, for example this, it can be used for masculine as well as for feminine, but not in case of French. In French, we have a different word for each gender. But it is very important to remember. I will tell you a very easy trick. For now, we are just learning the simple demonstrative pronouns. Cell, it means the one, and it is feminine singular. Cell with S at the end, it means the ones, and it is feminine plural. Now, how will you remember that cell is used for feminine? That is because there is E. So remember that L, it means she. We already know it is the subject pronoun L meaning she. So cell, it is used for feminine. And we just have to put S at the end to make it plural. So cell meaning the one, cell meaning the ones. Next we have celui meaning the one, but now it is masculine singular. And so meaning the ones, but it is masculine plural. Cell, cell, celui, and so. Let us see an example to understand how we can use it in a sentence. Over here for context, we are talking about la pizza. So pizza, it is feminine. Quelle pizza voudrais-tu? Which pizza do you want? Celle avec du fromage. The one with cheese. Now why did we choose celle instead of celui or so? Because pizza, it is feminine and it is singular over here. So we will choose celle to say the one. All you have to do is know the gender of your noun, and according to that you can choose any of these to say the one, and if it is plural you'll have to use either this celle or so. Another example is given of le livre. Le livre, it means the book and it is masculine. Mon livre est rouge. My book is red. Mais celui de Julia est blue. But the one of Julia is blue. Over here, our noun is what? Le livre. It is masculine. So, also it is singular. So, out of all of these four options, I'll have to choose celui, the masculine singular option, to say the one. Celui, the one. The, it means of. I hope you understood this topic. If not, you can text me or you can also put a comment. Now let us continue with our line number 10. Et malheureusement, and unfortunately, il y a sous. So we know over here sous, it means the one. Qui, it means who. Ne trouve pas de travail. So there are the ones, sorry, my bad, it is plural, sous, masculine plural. So it means the ones. In English, it can also mean those. There are the ones who cannot find or who do not find work. Trouver is to find. Right now it is in negative. Travail means the work. Les chômeurs. So the name is given that they are called as chômeurs, meaning unemployed. Définition, TION pronounced as sion. Définition d'une administration. Remember, it is not administration, it is administration. Definition of an administration. Une administration est un service. Service, it means department. Où, we know it is the question word and it means where. Sous, again, sous meaning the ones or those. Qui arrive or retard. So an administration is a department where the ones who arrive late or those who arrive late. Qui, it is a question word meaning who. Or hitad, it means late. Just remember it that we have to use en along with it, because even if I want to say I am late, still I will have to add en. Je suis or hitad, I am late. Quas, ceux qui partent en avance. Both of these are verbs, so ent at the end of them is silent. Quas, and pahat. The original verb over here is pahatir, meaning to leave, and khwas, it means to cross. So cross the ones who leave early, or cross those who leave early. En avance, it means early. Note number 5 is also given. The word une personne is always feminine even if the person is a man. So remember to always use personne with the article la or une. Another note is given. Note number 4, tel or the feminine tel or the plural tel. Pronunciation remains the same for all 4 of them. It means such. But when it is followed by a list of examples, the meaning becomes such as, and we have to use que. For example, des actrices célèbres tel que means such as. Nicole Dooley, famous actresses such as Nicole Dooley. On the next page, the translation is also given. And in the note number 8, the meaning is given. A chômeur, it means an unemployed person. Être au chômage means to be unemployed.